Traders, welcome back to another price action trend lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and mini futures. The structure today started as a trend range. There is not that many bars on the chart. We always prefer to have more price action to work with, so it is easier for us to do the analysis. But this is the structure we're analyzing right now, and we also have to follow the trend line rule. You can see uptrend, break new high, reversal, break new low tested, push above EMA, reversal. So we have a brand new short-term bullish uptrend established, which means our bias right now is small bullish bias. So let's see what's going to happen. We're not thinking about selling. This uptrend is new high. We have a break, new extreme. There is no good tool like a pullback, just matching highs, first entry long. And even after breaking new high, we keep working high, and notice how strong this bullish push is getting. I'm not even thinking about selling just yet because it still visually resembles one strong bullish leg working higher. The correction was not strong at all. We didn't even break the EMA, and it makes a case for wider channel to be in play, something like this. You can see it fits well. Visually it looks like a one leg. There is no aspect of two leg a pullback. So we are right now focusing on this bullish trend, and this bullish trend is getting more and more confirmed because we keep working higher and we keep working higher. EMA keeps pointing up, and we are getting far away from this trend range. So our focus right now is to wait for the pullback to end, because every single trend, as you can see, still has small pullbacks inside of this. And what I want to do, I want to follow the short-term trend. I want to see the trend line rule playing out, and I want to buy a high probability setup. High probability setup would be a two-legged pullback, second entry long. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we have a new high where I'm going to reset the count. I keep resetting the count at each new high that is being made. So new high, first entry long, count reset, first entry long, count reset, first entry long, count reset. Break above this bar high, so there's a first attempt by the bulls to go higher. You have break in new extreme, so downtrend played out with the break and a new extreme. This is what we want to see. We want to see bears depleting, breaking new low, and we have massive bullish bar closing above EMA. Now, when I saw break and new low at first, I was thinking, okay, I might have to wait for the high low because we just broke below the EMA. But as this bar was forming and was about to close, it was getting higher and higher and higher. You can see how massive this bar is, and because the bar is so strong, tier 1 single bar, you can't even picture there to be a failed second entry long. This is a great textbook high probability setup. Why? Because downtrend played out. We only have one pattern we're focusing on, and this is this bullish trend. This uptrend is new high according to trend line rule, and is a second entry long, tier 1 single bar at the EMA. I use a little bit deeper limit order because the single bar was quite big, so you wait for trigger. You can place the limit order at the close, or you can put it a little bit lower. You can see how far it retraced. Your stop loss goes one tick below the single bar, and then you just wait to see if we're going to make the new high or not. Okay, now the scalp was made, they stopped my runner, and now you can see we have what? This is high-low confirmation setup. What is this high-low confirming? It is confirming the two-legged pullback. It is confirming the fact that we need to get new high tested. Another tier 1 signal bar right at the EMA. This is another awesome high probability setup. High-low. It's closing on its high. Once again, wait for trigger. Stop loss goes one tick below signal bar. This uptrend is new high. And we created the move to new extreme. So what does this mean right now? I have to be pausing, looking to go long because uptrend played out. And there is not that many bars on the chart. When you're watching this live today, it is moving very slow. So right now I cannot go long because uptrend played out. But at the same time, I cannot sell above EMA. You can see EMA keeps holding. I would need at least reverse a pattern, failed second entry long below EMA before I'm going to even think about selling. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm right now waiting. I'm not thinking about buying at this point. You cannot take any impulsive setup. Uptrend played out. We keep breaking lower. Now I was thinking about some possible spike in a channel, but we broke lower here. I'm going to redraw the short-term downtrend. Remember, I cannot sell just yet. I would need at least reverse a pattern. It's not happening just yet. As I saw price action going a little bit sideways here, I was thinking there may be some channel like this. Okay, because you can see how nice it fits off of these highs. It fits even here. So I was thinking we're going to get some breakout pullback above EMA. We broke lower, however, break a new extreme for the downtrend. So downtrend played out. I can also see that we have some small consolidation being formed. EMA is flattening. Let's see what's going to happen. Can we get some high low above EMA? That would be good because broad two-legged pullback played out. One leg down, second leg down. Uptrend played out with the break and the new extreme, even the short-term one. And market is trending lower, so I have to redraw a short-term downtrend working low like this. So what is the picture right now? Well, We had, it looks like, additional spike in a channel, break a new high. However, there was no good opportunity for us to go long, because you definitely cannot go long here. There was no good setup. You want to see the push above EMA, and after there's a broad two-legged pullback breaking new low, you don't get no trigger above this bar, you don't get no high low, so you just have to sit here patiently, let the price action develop, break a new high. So right now there are two alternatives. Either this downtrend is going to be weak and we're going to be playing the trend range, or we're going to break out of this downtrend, out of this trend range strongly, and there's going to be a brand new downtrend established. When you're not sure, you just have to be patient. Remember, you want everything in price action to align, just like it did right here. That's the high probability setup. Okay, so market is working lower. Break new extreme. We have a break in new low. Okay, now quite confusing. Can we push above EMA to get some confirmation that the market may be reversing? Okay, this is starting to look good for the bulls. We're gonna redraw a brand new uptrend working higher. I don't see any good setup here. You can't really sell, you can't really go long. You can see the trend range is not as static, so I want to see some strong bullish leg and push above the EMA back into trend range. I can move a little bit lower, something like this. Now we have high-low confirmation. It's not really confirming much though. You can see it is breaking new low, a little bit fell breakout. This uptrend is new high, but notice how far this signal bar closed. You're very close to price action creating and testing the new high. So if we're gonna consider this setup, because it makes sense, downtrend played out with the break new extreme, you have a massive push above EMA. If I'm gonna zoom back, the structure overall is quite sideways. So at this point, you're not getting any information that the market will roll over to the downside. You have a break in extreme, push above EMA, uptrend is new high. So when it is going sideways like this, you just have to follow the short-term channels. That's your best bet. So this is a decent high low, but you have to use limit order because the signal bar is so big. You don't have much room. You don't have no bigger uptrend to give you any support in your analysis. So when you're taking a local setup, this aggressive one, definitely need to see a limit order lower getting filled. Okay, market created break new extreme of this uptrend. Let's see what's gonna happen. And market is suddenly completely breaking lower. So I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna draw a brand new downtrend working lower. This is massive bearish lag, and as a price action trader, you don't want to have these candles on a chart without a pattern. There's always a reason to every single price movement. It doesn't seem like that when you're watching this for the first time. When you're a beginner trader and first you get rid of all the indicators and you just focus on pure price action, it seems like it is random, but there is a reason to every single price movement, and this is why we're doing these lessons every day, to understand how price action works. So right now, what's going through your mind? Well, there is no bullish bias, there is no bullish trend, everything played out. You have massive bearish lag, so keep it simple. This leg down is gonna get a retest most likely. You have a tiny break new low, but notice how far you're from EMA. I'm gonna mark it, but we already talked about this a lot. When it forms without touching the EMA, a lot of times the traders want to see technical regular, the real test of the new low. So let's see what's going to happen. And this is interesting. We have a two-legged pullback because you can see this is the one leg break, second leg. So market finished its correction. We have a break in new low, but you're so far from the EMA, it still looks like a part of this move. There's a big chance sellers will test the new low. Now, had this been only second entry short, we would have to skip it because we have a technical break new low. We didn't tick above this bullish bar, but notice you have additional reason to trust your bearish thesis. And what is the additional reason? As a price action trader, you're looking for as many clues to put on your side to confirm your analysis as you can. And the more you have to trust your analysis and that the setup is going to work. It's simply a probabilities game. So this is a second entry short, and also we were in a consolidation. You can see this is a small trend range. We broke higher, uptrend played out with the break in new extreme, good. So once we get the break new high, we broke higher, and this is a well breakout alongside with the second entry short. So you have second entry short and also full breakout, and this is a decent high probability setup. It would have been better had we actually ticked above this bull bar to trap all the bulls, but you have to work with what you get. Today is a very slow day, and it is a decent setup. Can we get a lower high? No lower high, market worked lower, and we created very strong second leg down. We have one leg down, break, second leg down, And you may wonder, what is this key level? I'm going to zoom back. You can see this is the low of the day we established earlier. As we located our small trend range for the time being, this low of the day is coming into play, and this is a big trend range. Move up, move down. This is not a trending day pattern. This is a trend range day pattern. Notice how far you're from EMA. I'm going to delete this two-legged pullback. You can see the visual aspect of two-legged move. New high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long, and you're so far from the EMA. There's a big chance price is going to pull back. Now this dropped super quickly. I don't know what happened here. You can see how slow it was, and you can see the time suddenly drop lower. So you don't have much time to react. But this is a second entry long, so far from the EMA. You're below the low of the day. It makes sense for prices to pull back at least to the EMA, especially since it's a big trend range day. But you have to be more advanced trader. This is for more advanced traders. This has to be, excuse me, I'm in second entry long. This has to be your type of trade. But great signal buy, you're far from the EMA to get pulled back down. It makes sense. Now, EMA showed some rejection. So when I was watching this live, I was even thinking, hold on, there can be a wider downtrend like this because we're not breaking above EMA. It looked like there's going to be some pullback, but the signal bar is horrible. Even though the setup worked for a scalp, I cannot sell below this bar right here. Another horrible bar, I cannot take it. It looks like this uptrend is in play, and more importantly, bulls want to see the second leg up, because if there is this downtrend being present, we're supposed to go all the way down here. Why we are back above EMA again? That means this first leg, market moves in pairs of twos, may need the second leg up. So we adapted, break a new high, downtrend played out, two-legged pullback down, uptrend played out, two-legged pullback up. And what is the bias? As a trader, you always have to be objective, and you have to put your need to take a setup aside. You have to remain objective and honest with yourself. Okay, you have to trade the market you get, not the market you want. And now it is very hard to understand the bias. What's the next move of the market? We can't really tell because there is no bigger trend. The trend range is all over the place. So you have to be patient and let's see what's going to happen. We have to follow short-term trend lines. That's our best bet. Okay, we have a downtrend working lower. We have no setup so far. We're back above EMA. You can see EMA flattening. No bias still. You know, this is really where traders get into trouble, because you start focusing on singular patterns instead of the big picture. What is the big bias? What is the main key entry point? And this is where most errors are being made. Remember, you want everything to align. That's the high probability setup. High probability setup is not just single pattern in the middle of nowhere. So we have to be careful. I don't see any setup. I cannot sell, cannot go long. We're just patient. And now it's getting way too late. The market's about to close. We actually had decent amount of setups. It doesn't look that way because the market was very slow, but there is so few bars on the chart that you had decent opportunities to execute. The second entry long is quite nice, and of course 2 textbook setups straight after the open. This long area you really have to be patient because you cannot sell, you cannot go long. Only after there's a push above EMA you can consider high low, but you need to use a limit order. And this area right here, you know, there's a visual new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, feather, two-legged pullback up, uptrend played out. You have a first entry long like this, second entry long failure. But this is in hindsight. When you're watching this live, you see flat EMA, and it's hard to really trust there's any downtrend being present, but you can tell there's a failed second entry long visually. So overall big trend range, you can see mostly short-term trend lines. That's the way to go. I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.